Distorted View Daily proudly presents One Family's Battle with Cyberbullying.
Okay, you guys, this is Jesse's Twitter, and
you know what?
I just want to say that you guys have ruined my life.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is from her father. You bunch of lying, no-good punks. And I know who it's coming from because I've back-traced it. And I know who's emailing and who's doing it. And you'll be reported to the cyber police and the state police. You're right. So you better write one more thing or screw with my computer again. You'll be arrested. End of conversation from her father.
You're right, fucking gonna come and beat her ass.
And if you come near my daughter, guess what? Consequences will never be the same. You lying bunch of pricks.
See, my house has been like this ever since everybody's been posting stuff about me, okay? I am personally torn.
I live in PC.
I am torn. I have been having emotional breakdowns one after another for the past, 3 days.
You can't sleep, you can't eat.
Yes! You guys are just really tearing me apart right now. I'm crying my eyes out if you haven't noticed that. Stop hating! You get to ruin my fucking life.
Hey freaks, it's Friday, September 7th, 2018. Coming up on the program today, a homeless man with a blackened dick jerking off to your girlfriend's stolen panties in a condemned building. Do I need to go on? Plus, getting candles and dynamite confused. And Bobby has a mom and a dad. If he fucks them both 3 times, how many loads will he have shot?
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Tim Henson back here with you one more time as we end the week with the Friday show. Got a good one for you today. At the top of the program, I was made aware of an Xtube user named Jacking Off on Panties. Everyone go there right now so you can follow along with me. I'm like a grade school teacher. Kids, open your books up to chapter 3, page 75. We are going to learn all about homeless panty snatchers. That's exactly what this guy is. Now, look, I'm not here to make fun of someone for being homeless. We've already done that here on Distorted View Daily. It's well-worn territory. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, this guy's homeless. But he also sounds funny. He's got that going for him. Of course, I'm going to bind that to one of my hotkeys. I have the sound effect ready to go at a moment's notice. But seriously, I know, as a homeless person, you don't have access to amenities that we don't even consider amenities. Running water, access to a toilet whenever you need it, HD channels in your cable package, also a modern-day necessity. So I'm not faulting this guy for not being able to shower every single day. However, on the flip side, you're homeless, you don't have a lot to do. Find a McDonald's and splash some water on your junk every now and then. This guy has one of the dirtiest cocks I've ever seen. It's not only dirty, it's there's craters in his dick, right? In the skin of his dick. And then in the pockets of the crater, you just see black. It's kind of like he had a bike accident and he was going very, very fast. Landed on the road and skid about half a mile right on his cock, and gravel was getting embedded into his dick. That's what it looks like, just to paint a picture. That's not even the main reason why I am featuring this guy today. That's more of a bonus. That dick gravel is merely the cherry on top. The real reason why I'm playing him, this video is so great. He has found an abandoned building, and he has sort of made this his masturbation home base. And again, he's really into dirty panties, so he is scrawled on the wall like a schizophrenic. Like a schizophrenic. He probably is a schizophrenic. He scrawled all sorts of ode to dirty panties and inspirational dirty panty phrases. All right, so let's get started here. He's walking towards the building. It's a condemned building.
Unit number 821.
That's his palatial estate.
I've been jacking off on panties in this unit for the past 3-4 days.
kind of hard to hear him because he's walking. He said he's been jacking off in this unit for about 3 days now, and he's really made it his own. He's written in Sharpie, love dirty panties, jacking off and cum on panties, and then some other stuff I can't read.
Wow.
Oh, he's also drawn different types of panties he likes. Bikinis, there's granny panties, briefs.
All this art stuff. So I already bagged up the panties. There's a few on the floor.
There's a Hello Kitty folder inexplicably there as well.
Johnny will sit here and jack off in front of this mirror. Watch myself and stare at these pictures of some of the girls that I've stole panties from.
Yeah, obviously, he's homeless. He doesn't buy these panties. He steals them from women. He breaks into their houses, right? He also steals photographs from their house and puts them up on his little mirror so he can see, like, who the panties belong to. It's fucking creepy as shit.
Okay.
And the thing is, he likes the panties dirty, like crusty with cum, like blackened, charred looking, if you will. Because he comes into these panties over and over and over. They get discolored and also, I don't know, acquire mold. Like, no wonder his penis looks like it's going to fall off.
Let's take a look in the bag, shall we? And then dump it out.
There are so many panties. Where the fuck does he get these panties? He's got to, like, steal them from laundromats, right? Oh, my God.
Look at all those panties.
Could you imagine being homeless, right? You can only take so much with you. You're living out of a backpack, and this guy chooses to stuff the backpack full of panties. That's it.
And also, writing on the wall, I wrote, I jacked off onto dirty panties and came on Alexia's sperm saturated nylon dirty worn hamper panty. January 19th, 21st.
That must have been a very important date, right? Those must have been some special panties.
An arrow, I blew so many loads. And my hair sat right here with the arrow pointing where I was sitting at. Okay?
Oh, the poor, like, people who have to come in and clean this.
This is the location of my Johnny or Penny jack off sessions are being taken at a vacated unit.
It's got to be hard when you are a masturbation addict and you're homeless, you know?
One of the vacated units I broke into.
Oh,
3 stories. Okay, and walk into the bathroom on the 3rd floor, go into the restroom. This is where I have my panty jack off session set. That's the panty cock ring I always put on when I jack off on panties.
He said panty cock ring. So he's created a he cut a hole so his he can push his dick through and it sort of constricts, I guess, like a cock ring. Very tight panties.
All the panties that I already rubbed my dick with today. There's a lot of them there. Some of them are in the bag. These are panties I haven't rubbed my dick with yet today. Okay.
We live in amazing times. This guy is homeless, right? He's dirty, probably mentally ill. He has a cell phone and an Xtube account. Welcome to the 21st century. He kind of has this account set up like a vlog.
January 4th, 2017.
Hey guys, smash that like button. Just sitting here trying to jerk off on dirty panties.
5:30 p.m. I am currently in a storage room. The Yesler Public Housing. Ready to set up to start checking off on some more used panties from my collection.
I mean, the effort he puts into this, because, you know, every couple of days he has to move to a new location, right? So now he's in like some sort of storage container. But he has, you know, all of his pictures lined up, a couple women's shoes, right? Panties all over the place, magazine clippings. If he would just put half the effort into getting a job as he does setting up his dirty panty altar, you know, he would be gainfully employed.
for you guys to enjoy. Picture wall.
He's good at setting up these little masturbation tableaus. Maybe he could get a job as like a set designer or a stager for a realty company or something. I don't know. All of that audio came from one video, and his XTube channel is filled with videos. And what I like about him is at the beginning, he tells us exactly where he's at and what he's doing.
Harborview Medical Center.
Harborview Medical Center. It's got to be a mental health facility, right?
Single stall bathrooms.
What is actually disturbing me about this video is in the description. This is the first video I took with my Surface Pro 3 tablet, which is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I realize there's like a Surface 4, but this was a year ago. Still a lot of money for a homeless person. This guy, despite being homeless, is living a pretty good life. He's doing what he loves, masturbating into panties, and he has tons of panties. He's got a nice setup with a Microsoft Surface. He's got a cell phone account, XTube account. All things considered, he's doing pretty good for himself. All right, let's move on. If you want to check him out, xtube.com. His username is Jacking Off on Panties. How did he manage to snag that username? It's a good one and very descriptive. All right, let's move on. There are so many hearings going on. Is Russia meddling in our elections? Is Twitter shadow banning people? Then there's Brett Kavanaugh, who wants to be a Supreme Court justice. Those hearings are going on. I've got a clip of that. Now, I don't want to get too political here. I don't really care one way or the other what your personal politics are. Because here at Distorted View Daily, cum farts unite us. Yes! Whatever your politics are, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Whig, we all agree cum farts are hilarious. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of cum in that butthole. I said, can you hear me? There's a lot of cum in that asshole. That's what I was trying to say. I mean, yeah, I'll play clips of, Pat Robertson or those crazy religious people or Alex Jones and conspiracy theorists. Those are like right-wing people. On the flip side, just as funny is audio of those social justice warriors crying. I play clips from that awful MTV show Decoded, which should just be renamed White People Are the Worst. But by and large, I don't care where you stand on the political spectrum. Because again, I'm mainly focused on content like homeless people jacking off into dirty underwear. Apolitical stuff like that. I do have audio from the Brent. Is it Brent or Brett? This is how little I care about politics. Brett Kavanaugh hearings, confirmation hearings, I guess. And this really illustrates how bonkers our government is right now. We've been playing clips really all week. Started with Alex Jones getting into a fight with Marco Rubio, telling him to go back to the gay bathhouses. And then someone interrupted a different hearing, and then one of the senators, who's also an auctioneer, tries to drown her out by doing his, auctioneer routine. $100, $100, can I hear $100, $150, $150, can I hear sold? He literally did that for a few minutes to drown out the protester. Today we have Senator Camilla... Is that her name? Camilla Harris asking Brett Kavanaugh what appears to be a very simple question, but Brett's like, this is like a trick question, right?
Judge, have you ever discussed Special Counsel Mueller or his investigation with anyone?
This is just the first part of the question. And she wants to see if he's going to be honest, because of course he's discussed the Mueller investigation with someone like his wife. Or, it's all over the news. It's like the biggest thing happening in our country.
In the news every day.
Yeah.
Have you discussed it with anyone?
With other judges, I know.
Okay.
Have you discussed Mueller or his investigation with anyone at Kasowitz, Benson, and Torres, the law firm founded by Mark Kasowitz, President Trump's personal lawyer?
You can actually see on Brett Kavanaugh's face, he's like, oh, shit, does she know something? Should I be honest here? Because this is a very specific question. She wants to know if Brett, on a first name basis, Brett has talked to any of the lawyers on, Trump's team about the Mueller investigation. I don't know what that would prove. I don't know where she's going with it, but it is a pretty straightforward question, one that Brett doesn't want to answer or is afraid to answer.
Be sure about your answer, sir.
She's like, I know. If you lie to me, she's like a parent. My mom pulled this same routine. Like, I'd be going to bed, and she'd be like, now, did you brush your teeth? Be very careful how you answer this. Think about your answer before you say it.
Well, I'm not remembering, but if you have something you want to...
Are you certain you've not had a conversation with anyone at that law firm?
I mean, this goes on for 8 minutes, back and forth.
I don't think I'm not remembering, but I'm happy to be refreshed, or if you want to tell me who you're thinking works.
Are you saying that with all that you remember, you have an impeccable memory? You've been speaking for almost 8 hours, I think more, with this committee about all sorts of things you remember.
How big is this law firm? Are there thousands of people?
How can you not remember whether or not you
maybe he doesn't know exactly where everyone fucking works.
A conversation.
May just be a friend of a friend or something.
People who work at a lot of law firms.
This is really why I wanted to play the clip, is because, like, even in this here, who is this woman?
They raised my objection. Recognized.
Everyone is just interrupting everything. Look at her with her little catchy rhyming phrase. She's also wearing a t-shirt that says "Be a Hero." I think she's just trying to push merch.
Be a hero and vote no. Be a hero and vote no. You have
Hey, ho, ho. Kavanaugh has to go. Be a hero. Vote no.
Senator Lee, on that point,
Kavanaugh hates homos.
An entire firm.
She's back.
That he's
Oh, there's someone else now. This woman got pulled away by cops, and somehow she's back. There are so many stinky-looking hippies here.
My point of order, Mr. Chairman.
So our government continues to operate like a well-oiled machine. Ting! Finally, before we get into the news today, got a great example of white versus black. This is not the game show that we play, Black and White, but I'll use the same theme song.
People, they come in black and white, creamy light skin or dark as night. Who do you love? Who do you hate? Let's find out right now. No need to wait. It's black and white.
So what do we have here? We've got a Walmart parking lot confrontation. A white guy is very upset about the driving or parking abilities of a 15-year-old girl with a learner's permit. Her mom's with her. It's all on the up and up, right? So the mom is in the passenger seat. She's pregnant. They're both black, which is an important detail. After all, the segment's called Black and White, or Black versus White. Alternate title, Race War. The white guy is very quick. You know, he's like old, balding, has like, you know, socks up to his fucking knees, wearing khaki shorts, or Dockers, and a braided belt or some shit. You know, old man wear. He's confronting these women. He does not like being called a dummy.
What?
He's like, what? And then gets closer, all up in her face. Later on, he says that she threatened him. Like, I didn't threaten you. I called you an idiot.
Ooh.
This girl big and pregnant.
That's the camera woman, a third party.
He's talking about, or what? I would have decked his ass.
Now we've got a black guy coming up to defend the woman and her 15-year-old daughter.
I said you need to back the fuck up.
Black guy has a gun. He's not pointing it at the guy. He just sort of has it around.
And you's a motherfucking man. Now what you gonna do? Go the fuck on. Go the fuck on. Go the fuck on.
So he has the gun, like I said, in his hand. It's pointed down, though.
Put that gun away. Fuck you. Put that gun away, motherfucker. Go ahead. You just threatened me away. You just threatened me, motherfucker.
Oh, I love the way black people say motherfucker. Motherfucker! I'll give it to the white guy. He's not backing off at all.
You ain't a man.
He's very brave / dumb.
I ain't used shit yet. Boy, put your motherfucking hands on me now.
Is this considered a gun that has been drawn? Because it's in his hand, but it is pointing down. It's not pointing at the guy, but...
I don't give a fuck who you call.
You did this. You're the one that's aggressive to everybody.
I don't care who you call. Call the cops. Call the cops.
In my face, in his face.
Yes,
I'm going to record all of it because I'm here for it
That's
today.
right. That's a pregnant woman. You got her all in her face. We got this lady filming.
Yeah, the white guy seems a little concerned this is being filmed.
He's got a gun, ma'am.
I've been recording every second, sir, since you got out of the car.
Do your business. Get the fuck one out of here.
I mean, legally, the white guy is kind of being threatening. I don't know if this calls for a gun being... Like, who's in the wrong here? I mean, black with a gun, chances are you're going to get in trouble for that.
Yes, I am.
You were about to hit a pregnant woman. I have it here on camera.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put your hands on. Put your hands on. You got a gun. What? That's right. So what? It's legal. You jumping on a pregnant woman. A gun at somebody is legal.
He's not pointing the gun.
Pointing at nobody. He's a lying motherfucker. I got it on film.
Now, what's interesting here is the white guy starts flailing about with his hands, like he's going to punch him. As a matter of fact, eventually he does. The white guy punches the black guy, like in his stomach, in a very weak old man kind of way. And what does the black guy do? Well, punches him back, square in the face.
You motherfucker! That's right, you motherfucker! Do it again! Do it again!
The white guy's surprised that he got punched after punching. You know, he threw the first punch, this white guy.
I'd like to kill you, you motherfucker! Come on! You don't hit people!
How delusional is this man? He threw the first punch. Oh, I need to isolate this video, turn it into an loopable gif of just the white man trying to throw this weak-ass sad punch.
I got it on film! You motherfucker! That's right, you motherfucker! Do it again! Do it again!
At one point, the woman who's filming all of this is like, I got beef in my car. Like, she's worried about the refrigeration of her meat. What I'm saying is there's just a lot to love about this video.
You hit him first. I'm about to leave ground beef in my cart and stuff, trying to be defending this pregnant lady.
I like this camera woman. She has her priorities straight. Fuck the warm meat in her car going bad. She knows what's important. All right, in with that. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist and the fucked up news right now. If you like Distorted View Daily, or you merely tolerate me, which is also fine, please consider supporting this show. Sign up for the Sideshow, DV's member site, where you get full access to the entire archive of programs. Plus, every week we do exclusive shows just for paying members. Yesterday, we did a Sideshow exclusive program. Tuesday, another Sideshow exclusive podcast. Great time to sign up. There are over, 3,000 shows in the archive, plus new material every week. $6.99 a month. It's very inexpensive. It's even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. Check it out, superfreaksideshow.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. Ting! 3 quick stories. Then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, a woman blew off several fingers when she accidentally lit a stick of dynamite when she thought she was lighting a candle. I was desperately looking for my Distorted Views Dumbass of the Week jingle, but I don't have that anymore. What happened? Didn't Scott Butcher record that for me? We have Mother of the Week and Dumbass of the Week. And it's been lost. Pretty sad, but that's what we have here. We have Distorted Views Dumbass of the Week. Assistant Fire Chief Michael Calderoni, who was the battalion... Ooh, I could go for some Calderoni tonight. Cheese Calderoni, Alfredo Calderoni. All right, Assistant Fire Chief... I'm retarded. Michael Calderoni, who was the battalion chief at the scene, said the woman lit what she thought was a candle during a power outage caused by a severe storm that hit the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut on Thursday night. Instead, police spokesman Ave Harris said she lit a quarter stick of dynamite. Now, here's the thing. She had to have known right away that she fucked up when she lit that wick. Because dynamite and candles act very differently when you light them. One has a pleasant, soft glow that you can easily see. The other goes like this and sparks when the fuse is lit. So she had at least a few seconds to, drop the fucking dynamite or throw it out a window, plop it in the toilet. She chose the worst possible option, which was just to hold on to it. She was probably like, oh, Sugarfoot, this isn't a candle, but it's better than nothing. That's where she was wrong. It was not better than nothing. All right, so she lit the dynamite. Officials said the dynamite was left behind by the previous owner of the home, which is something you'd probably want to clear out after you move in, which is on Lindley Street near its intersection with Summit Street. The family remembered that when they purchased their home 2 years ago, there were a couple of what they thought were candles left in the basement by the previous residents. Oh, so they didn't know it was dynamite. Okay. So the previous residents of the home left the dynamite. Current owners thought it was just a candle. The woman, about 30 years old, has 2 children, so things could have actually been worse, and her husband, and the children were home at the time. One of her kids called 911. The woman suffered serious injuries and was taken to Bridgeport Hospital, Calderoni said. It was unclear how many fingers she lost, but it is plural, and you only have 5, so somewhere between 2 and 5 fingers, probably. Unless she was holding the goddamn dynamite with 2 hands, and she might just be that stupid. So, somewhere between 2 and 10. It would be funny if, when the dynamite exploded, a couple of her fingers shot off and hit her children in the face, flying projectile digits. Thankfully, there was not severe damage inside the home, Calderoni said, but a window was blown out. The children, who are staying with family while their mom's in the hospital, were not injured. Police and fire units found what Calderoni described as a makeshift firework in the home while investigating. As a precaution, they evacuated the residents in the 2 homes on either side of the woman's residence and called in the state police bomb squad to remove the explosive, which was later detonated at a safe location. The fire marshal and Bridgeport police are investigating the incident. There are 2 lessons learned from this tragedy that are important for members of the public to be reminded of, Harris said. The first lesson is if you discover something in your home with a wick or fuse, don't just light it all willy-nilly and hope for the fucking best. Don't assume what you have is a candle. If it looks like something related to flames or fire and you don't know what it is, immediately contact your local fire department. Check out this guy just trying to drum up business. He added the second important lesson to remember is to always have backup auxiliary lighting. In the case where you lose power and don't have lighting in your home, preferably the lighting should be battery operated or a glow stick. If you have any leftover rave gear, that would work. Or hand crank lighting so as to avoid the risk of fire damage. So there you go. Second story we have for you today. We read a lot of fast food related stories on the show, and it kind of makes sense. A lot of weird shit can happen at fast food joints. People sticking pubic hair or wads of cum on the burger. We've got disgruntled employees. Plus, people are always very agitated at fast food restaurants because orders are always wrong. The employees are dumbasses. Customers are trash. I'm surprised there are not more homicides that take place in fast food restaurants. Well, I've got a fast food-related story here. This didn't happen at the fast food restaurant, but it involves fast food. Nate Ranclose was charged with a violation-level offense of taking a protected bird during a closed season. What does that mean? Well, Ranclose, a decorated vet who received a Purple Heart in 2005, let's blame this on PTSD, said he was sitting in the sand on the beach eating a cheeseburger, minding his own fucking business, when one of those asshole seagulls swooped down and got to his meal. Couple questions here. Why the fuck are seagulls considered a protected bird? They're not in any danger. They're assholes. They're the aggressors. And there's tons of them. We don't have to worry about seagulls going extinct. Also, they're not picky eaters, so it's not like, their food chain is all fucked up. They'll eat human food. They'll eat fish. They'll eat fucking Band-Aids and trash. They're sky raccoons, if you think about it. And I have to stress, they are assholes. All right, so the seagull swooped down and got to his cheeseburgers and fries. I spun around in a circle with my leg out to shoo it away, and unfortunately, I struck the seagull hard, Ranclose said. It was a 1 in a million bad luck kick. We kicked it. That couldn't be repeated. This is no more than a simple mistake, but social media has blown it into something it's not. New Hampshire Fish and Games still moved forward with a $124 fine, which is like nothing. My speeding ticket last time I went to Ashtabula was $155. I would have had way more fun kicking the shit out of a seagull. And this is coming from an animal lover, but those things are not animals. They're white avian devils. All right, New Hampshire Fire and Games moved forward with a $124 fine because seagulls are federally protected. Why doesn't Trump do something about that? He loves doing those executive orders where, he doesn't have to get Congress involved. He can just sign stuff. Why not sign an executive order saying seagulls are fucking dicks? If they steal your food, you can kill them on sight. I'm going to write to Trump tonight, as a matter of fact. I bet you this is something he would do something about. All right, final story we have for you today. Look at this. It comes from my home state, the Florida of the North, Ohio. As a matter of fact, this story comes from Hilliard, Ohio, which is really Columbus, Ohio. I used to work, when I worked at the testing center, one of their offices that I would work at was in Hilliard. A Central Ohio teacher has been suspended. Uh-oh. Show me child rape. Good guess, though. Top 3 answers on the board. Name something a teacher could get in trouble for. Showing porn in the classroom? Show me those dirty movies! I thought that one would be up there. You got 2 X's to stay in the game. You gotta get up on the board. Name something a teacher could get in trouble for. How about writing test questions that are related to incest? That seems like a stretch, but show me mom-daughter sex math questions! Yeah! You win the Distorted View Family Feud. Yes, that is exactly what has happened in Hilliard, Ohio. A Central Ohio teacher has been suspended after giving students an online moral foundations test that included questions about incest. Is it right? What is incest, really? According to WSYX in Columbus, the teacher gave students the 36-question online quiz that's designed to rank a person's moral or political leaning. Most of the questions are innocuous, but a few dealt with incest. Reporter Jackie Orozco. No. Orinoco Flow. A lot of people think this song is called Sail Away, but no, it's called Orinoco Flow. Learn your fucking Enya. I can easily tell who did not grow up with pure moods. All right, so using both a condom and a pill, a brother and sister decide they want to ... Orozco started reading before a shocked parent reacted. Oh my God! Okay, no! I would absolutely not let my college son? You would not let your college son, what? Answer that question? Go to that class? Fuck you? That's no, the woman said. She read a second question to another parent. Oh, I guess she's giving the quiz to parents. A man orders a custom-built sex doll designed to look just like his niece. That's sick! Sick! The man responded, clutching his pearls. The Hilliard, these people would never listen to Distorted View Daily. The Hilliard City School District released the following statement. Last night we were made aware of a classroom activity that should have never taken place. They're taking BuzzFeed quizzes. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We absolutely share the outrage of our parents and community. In consultation with our legal counsel, we've put this teacher on administrative leave while we complete our internal investigation. It's important to understand this was an isolated incident. An activity of this nature would never be considered acceptable. On behalf of the district, we would like to apologize to the students and family involved in this. Like, no one is fucking emotionally scarred over this. It was a dumb online quiz, right? Wants to gauge how, like, liberal you are about these things. Some people are freewheeling when it comes to sex. I mean, was it appropriate for high school? Believe me, high school kids do and see way worse things online when they're not in school. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. I love to hear from you freaks. There are many ways to contact me. show@distortedview.com. That's my email address. I read them, as I get them. If there's something interesting you want to say, but you don't want to call the voicemail line, I will read your emails during this segment. We don't get a lot of stuff. Most people call the voicemail line. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. I'm all over social media at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram, and Facebook.com/Distorted View Show. Let's check in with a few of my patrons. Oh, patron update for you. I posted a new video over there at Patreon.com/Distorted View. You can only see it if you are a patron. As I mentioned on yesterday's Sideshow exclusive program, we lost a few patrons this month, which is very sad. But I get it. I haven't really been updating the Patreon account, and I vowed to rectify that. New video was posted yesterday, and I shared a cool little, dumb, retarded video. So check that out. More updates are coming. I'll be doing another one this weekend, and, getting geared up to do more videos on, YouTube and, of course, the Sideshow feed.
Jimmy Boo, Sideshow member and Patreon member. DJ C here. Excuse me. Just going through some morning sickness.
By the way, now I haven't done a morning sickness in years. Morning sickness was a morning show, even though I normally posted it in the afternoon. Always late. But we did a morning show. I don't know how many episodes we did. We did about 100, maybe 120 episodes of morning sickness, and I think that many, maybe not even that much. But it was kind of like Distorted View Daily, but we'd feature like video stuff, and it was like short, 5 to 10 minutes typically. I'm still getting content strikes on this fucking shit. I haven't done it. It was like 2013 or 2014 when I produced these shows. I'm still getting strikes. I just got one. I posted a new video on youtube.com/Distorted View Show. Just this dumb little remix of this retarded woman talking about her dinner. And when I logged in, boom, I saw that I got a strike against me. And I watched the video, and I can't figure out why. Like, there's no real nudity, nothing shown. I mean, there's a cat being raped by another cat, though, and you don't see any cat genitalia. Like, I don't get where YouTube draws the line.
Calling with a little update on the Jehovah's most annoying people in the world. I had worked with this guy on a construction site, so you could imagine what kind of guy he is. And he had told me he used to invite the Jehovah's in and have conversations with them.
And then kill them.
And he found out that they believe that it is go to hell or God will strike you down or something if you strike another human.
Oh.
So it was a woman and a man, and he proceeded to say to them, well, strike me if I rape her,
Jesus.
You wouldn't stop me? And the guy was saying how he couldn't stop him. It was against his religion. He would have to go for help.
Is Jehovah's Witnesses the people that believe that like only 200 people or like 4,000 people or something are gonna get to heaven? Like there's a limit?
Then proceeded. The Jehovah's cleared out. That was his plan to get rid of him. Once he found that out, he started poking at.
Typically, when you bring up rape to strangers, they get a little queasy.
What, you mean if I could rape her?
Weary.
I don't know, it's pretty funny. But on another note, we in my town here are just off a highway, and we're like the Jehovah capital of the world because back in the day, our town gave them free taxes, taxes off the properties. And but there was a stipulation that they couldn't knock on doors in town. So it's great. We don't ever.
That is awesome. Whoever came up with that idea was fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? Like, what's more annoying than Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your door? So, invite them to live in your town, tax-free with the stipulation you leave everyone in town the fuck alone.
Hear from them, but there's a million of them here. They have some kind of conference center, the farm. It's a big fucking deal. But these motherfuckers, they cannot drive. When you think Asians are bad or some other type of people are bad at driving, these Jehovah's are fucking out of their minds when they're behind the wheel. I don't know what it is. Maybe they don't drive often. I don't know what it is. If someone knows any information, they can't.
Why are Jehovah's Witnesses such bad drivers?
Fucking drive. They're all over the road. They're fucking stopping to make turns. They pull out in the middle.
They got places to be. They got to go preach, man, door to door.
Hi, Timmy. Hi, freaks. This is Naughty Nipples. I especially want to say hi to Spiral Hamfucker because if I'm not mistaken, I mean, the quality of the call was pretty shit, and I think Spiral was pretty drunk, but
that's a given.
Hi, as you do. But if I'm not mistaken, that was a love song or an ode to Naughty Nipples. I think he was singing
to you.
I want to chew on your naughty nipples. So, Spiral, if you made an ode or a love song to me,
he's getting pretty gay up in here,
bro. I accept it. Look, I'm straight for the most part, but if I'd go gay for anybody, it would be for Timmy or for you, or we can just be friends. Anyway, thank you, Spiral. Awesome. Timmy, love you, dude. Kisses. Bye.
Hey, real quick, if you want to talk to I don't know if Naughty Nipples is in the Discord, but there are hundreds of other freaks chatting in our Discord. There is a link over there at distortedview.com in the main navigation bar. Just click Discord. We are like 4 or 5 people away from hitting the 800 mark in our Discord. 800 people, other freaks that you can chat with, which is a scary proposition, I guess. But you can meet and talk with like-minded idiots. Check it out in our Discord. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you at 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God is in. Oh, God.
I jacked off onto dirty panties and came on Alexia's sperm-saturated nylon dirty worn hamper panties.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Guys, thank you so much for a great week of programs. We'll be back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, bye, everybody. Dinner, mashed potatoes, mashed potato dinner, macaroni and cheese, meatloaf dinner, meat, steak, beef, macaroni, cheese, meatloaf, steak dinner, meatloaf, cheese, mashed potato dinner. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ.